boy. Those are speed rollers. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Come on in. Wake up, wake up. You already know I'm the Cosmic here. It's in the middle of the summer. Hope you guys are warm where you are. Whether with blankets or the sun, either or don't really matter. Don't let your brain scatter. Come on in, love, share, subscribe. Love, share, subscribe. That's even better. Hit that notification bell. I'll let you relax for a while. Yeah. What's going on, guys? Come on in. This morning, someone was having a technical issue with joining the channel, but I understand that. I don't know what's going on with that. That has nothing to do with me. That is YouTube. I'm not really too concerned about it. Y'all guys can log in whenever you want. It's supposed to be a free platform, but yeah. I need to get one of those gimbals. I had one and I got rid of it, but I need one. I need a gimbal. It's super efficient. The camera won't shake all over the place, but I did have one. Wake up. You already know I'm the Cosmic here. What's going on? How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. If you joined my channel this morning with our new way of giving gratitude, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. We have a new way for giving our gratitude, which is an affirmation. Hello, hi, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I got a story to tell. Listen twice and speak once. Love your soul, not your role. So I'll show you where I'm at. You want to see? You want to take a gander? Take it out. It's my backyard. Love it. I was going to stay home. Signal keeps dropping. That's okay. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. How you doing today? How you guys feeling? Feeling good? I'm feeling good. I had an event yesterday. If you can remember the date, if you're on here, what was yesterday's date? Yesterday was the 12th, was it? December, let me see. No, yesterday was the 12th, 13. Yeah, yesterday, which was Friday, was the 12th. Yesterday, hello, hi, like, share, subscribe, come on in, love your soul, not your role. This is where we listen twice and speak once. Father God, Yahweh loves you. We talk about that, spirituality. I am not none of those things. I'm not a teacher in psychology. I'm just a man sharing my experiences throughout my life on this planet Earth. So take that for what it's worth. If you need advice about whatever I'm saying, please contact your local whoever. But what's going on? I hope you guys are having a good day. It's the afternoon. And I came for a walk. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Yes, I'm grateful. Be grateful. I am grateful for all of the turmoil, for all of the downfalls, for all of the black slides, for all of the lessons. I'm grateful for all of those. I'm grateful for all the people I met in my life. I'm grateful for the experiences I had in my life. I'm grateful. You know why? Because I'm still alive today, right now, and I'm able to share it with others. And I think that's the plan, but I'm not sure. And if it's not, then Yahweh will let me know what the plan is. He'll guide me to let me know where I need to be, when I need to be there, who needs to be around me. Hello, who doesn't? Love your soul, not your role. Come on and like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm about to tell you something that has been happening to me all my life. And I've had three, uno, dos, tres. 3 callings. This last one was yesterday, and it was amazing. I've had this kind of situation happen to me before, before I even started learning about, my soul, my mind and my spirit and all that good stuff. Hello, hi. Right before I decided to learn about that stuff, because it was important for me to know why I think the way I think, why I was treated the way I was treated, why I was treating others the way I was treating others. Was there a way for me to recondition? That was the main question that I had. Can I recondition myself without going to, psychiatrists, psychologists? I've been to hospitals, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, burned it in a bonfire. So that was the start of me trying to figure it out, right? Figure it out. And right now, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, I had a horrible day. The day, not me. I wasn't horrible. The day was horrible. Certain events, unfurled right before my eyes. But I learned a lot. As you go, you learn. That's life. Beautiful. Don't stop. I told you guys the other day, don't stop. Don't stop. Just don't stop. Keep it moving. No matter what happens outside of you. Even if you had something, that was going on in your life and it put you in a dark place, keep it moving. It will get greater later. I guarantee you. You just got to keep pushing. In that moment of darkness, it's not going to seem that way. The people who you thought that needed to be there for you, that should have been there for you, that said they were going to be there for you, are no longer available. You can no longer see them. You know why? Because they didn't really love you. They wanted what you gave them. So they abandoned you at your moment of this. And I'm talking to me. So anything I say to you, I say 3 times back to me. See? Saying to you, pointing 3 fingers back at me. So this is my therapy as well. But so I've been doing detox because I was gordo, I was fat, right? And I was, I'm not saying being fat is a bad thing. Some people are born that way. Some people are born heavy set because they got the bones for it, right? It fits their frame, their body mass, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what they call it. But I'm not supposed to be overweight. I was like almost 300 pounds. I had cancer. I had diabetes. Right now, they try to diagnose me with a fatty liver, blah, blah, blah. First thing that the doctors wanted to do was surgery, was give me medication. I said, no, Yahweh said, nah, man, you ain't doing that. Here's this person. Here's this information. Look at this. Check this out. Because I love to read. I just went to the library. I just came from the library. Well, earlier. So I went to the library, got some stuff, went back home. I decided I was going to read. But, my mind needs to be doing something all the time. All the time. So I'm just getting my lips together so I can let you know what happened yesterday at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was great. It was beautiful. It was something to behold for me. It's a lovely day, as you can see. I'm not staying in a house. I'm not staying in a house. This is why I moved to Florida. This is not why I moved to Florida. I moved to Florida because my first wife, mom, moved out here, and then I guess she wasn't having a good time, but she wanted to be around her parents and her family, so she moved down here. So I came with, she took me along, because if anything, I would have stayed up north, because that's where I'm from. I know, but when I came down, the breakup of the seasons is good and it's fun to be part of, to view the autumn and the snow. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. But I gotta be in the sun. I'm God's son. You ever heard of Nas? I think that was the name of his album, God's Son. I don't know. I never really heard the whole thing. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. So there's a lot. I don't want to follow suit on what people are saying about what's going on in life, right? I want to tell you my experiences at this point in time in my life, right? About what's going on with me and how I am noticing what I never noticed before. How I am more aware of what's going on in my mind, in my heart, in my body, of how my body's talking to me and how I choose to respond and how important that is for me in order for me to evolve and continue to live a good life. The rest, whatever I got left, it don't really matter. Right now, I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the moment that I'm able to come up here and share this right here. Listen, I used to get so, who does it? get so excited to go to the beach. Right? Oh, we going to the beach. The beach is phenomenal. It refreshes your energy. You know, it recalibrates all of your chakras. It does that. Yes, it does. So that's why a lot of people love to go to the beach. So this for me is like going to the beach, man. I could take off my shoes right now, start walking in the grass right next to the, which is what I used to do. Check it out, right over there. Take my shoes off, walk in the grass, go a little bit into the water. But yeah, I had to come out today. I've been in the house all week working, going from literally from the computer, you know, to laying down in bed. So I need some sun. You know, you need that vitamin D. You need that download connection. So that's what I thought. I was like, yeah, let me come outside. Let me enjoy the weather while while I have a chance to. And you should always do that, especially when you find yourself in that dark place. Go outside. That's a guarantee that it'll make you a lot more happier. You know, because you're kind of expelling your energy when you walk outside, along with everybody else and everything else. It flows so that way you can capture some new stuff, some good positive stuff. Hello, hello, hi, hello, hi. Right, you can gather that stuff. So you can gather, you know, like different frequencies that are good for you. You know, and even though you're in a bad mood and you know the life is dark for you, you can pick up you can pick up stuff that you don't even have to worry about doing it because your energy will do that automatically. The earth knows, everything knows. Yahweh knows what you need. Yahweh knows what you need. You may think you know what you need. Right? We all, I need this. You really don't need anything. The world is built like that. Societies are built to make you think you need this. You need a new pair of sneakers. You need a girlfriend. You don't need none of that. You know what you need? You know what I need? I need Yahweh. I need the greatest of all greats to guide me through with my own soul and my own spirit to build me up. Today's Soulful Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful Soulful Saturday. I am. I was gonna stay home today, and I said, nah, let me go for a walk in one of my favorite places. Check this out. Now, this is a holiday decorations, and I just want to show you. Tonight they're gonna have. I think they turn on the lights. It's nice. I mean, I don't participate, but it's here. It's part of the public, you know, venue. So that's what it is. Yeah, McDonald's has a tree. They got some music that's not mine. So let me turn this off. I had to turn the mic off because they were playing some music and I don't know, you know, they put it on private and I put it on public. Because now most of my videos are on private mode, which I don't really know why that is. But hey, so anywho, okay, here we go. I'm gonna wait a little bit more. I'm gonna walk a little bit further down to the other end by the beach. Well, I love going by the beach. The beach is awesome. I can take my shoes off. I can oh man, more music. Hey, yo, you already know. So listen here. Let me explain to you what's going down. So yesterday at about 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I usually take a walk. I go, either I come here or I just go down to the park next to the house, right around the corner. But anyway, I decided to take a nap, right? So there's this some kind of communication going on, right, in here. And I'm feeling it, and I'm hearing it, and my ears are ringing both. One's ringing on a low tone, the other one, which is like a deeper tone. And then one stopped, and then one got, became more prominent. So I lie down, I open my window. Sun was hitting me right in my face. It was beautiful. It was a good feeling. The nap was amazing, and that's what I'm getting to. So I put like a comforter on the floor because it's pretty cold out here, even though it may not seem like that to you guys, but it is, according to the weather here. And thank you, Yahweh. We appreciate you. In the name of Father God, may this time be your time. May my life be your life. And so I laid down, and again, the day prior was I was emotional. I was extremely emotional. And again, that's another thing that I try and study, is to love your soul, not your role. It entails everything. And for me, my childhood trauma was being introduced to narcissism in the most worst way. And I'm still not battling, but it's a challenge for me to do and say certain things, and how to interact with people in certain ways. So it's still something that I'm growing with, even at my age. But which is, I'm a young cat. So I laid down, the sun was hitting my face. It felt really good. I began to meditate. And basically what I'm saying by meditating, I just began to breathe. Being aware of my breath. That's all I was doing, right? That's all I was doing. I was breathing. I was lying down on my back, had my palms up to the sky, right? Totally relaxed in every sense of the word. I just turned off my system. My system was on. I was doing some work. And there's a lot of EMFs in my room. I have two systems usually going at the same time. That's the only spot that I'm in. I don't get up and go to an office and come. It's right there. I wake up and my office is right there. So that's causing a lot of stress on my body. I got some things that I utilize to assist me to reflect that, which includes some plants, and certain vitamins that I take. Like I said, I'm on a detox, not a complete fast. I do like a fast. Like I eat. I'm drinking a lot of liquids with nutrients like fruits and green veggies, because I have to. Because I'm at a point right now that if I don't do that, my body is going to go into some kind of nutritional shock. I don't know what the term is right now at this point in time, but I do know that I was getting there. I do know that my visits to the hospital, there were signs. There's signs, right? You get signs. Sometimes you just drop, right? Sometimes you don't get no signs, but I'm getting signs. So I'm taking care of that. I'm taking care of business, right? Because if I don't take care of myself, nobody else will. I already know that. So I said, let me meditate, right? I've been talking about meditating for a minute, right? Now meditate, but I haven't been doing it. I'm gonna be straight up from the streets. I'm talking about meditate, but I haven't been doing it because right now, I do it when I'm walking. I do it right now. I'm doing it right now. I'm breathing to the top of my head, to my spinal cord, to my peripheral nervous system, to my kidneys, and to my bladders, and to my heart. And so I was sitting there, lay down, put my palms up, and it was like the body positioning that I used was totally unintentional. I just laid down. So prior to that, I work. So they give you breaks at work. It's the law in America. So I took a 15-minute break. I laid down on my side, and I had an amazing dream. It was weird, but I was able to put some of the pieces together about the visions that I don't know how to read dreams. Like I told you, if you follow me, all my life, I've had nothing but nightmares. I didn't know what a dream was until I met a psychologist when I was a kid. And she told me, so what kind of dreams do you have? And I was like, dreams? So I explained to her. And she goes, oh my gosh, those are not dreams, those are nightmares. And I was like, what? So then I started finding out about dreams. So they're totally different. Sleep paralysis is totally different. I've had that. Astral planing, I've done that. So when I'm in that state of sleep, and I'm aware, I try to figure out, like where I am. I mean, I know I'm home on my bed. I know that. Or I'm relaxing and meditating on the floor in my room. I know where I'm at physically in this world, right? But in my mind, in my spirit, where am I? What is this place? I'm not going to figure it out because it's impossible because I've never been there before. Maybe I have, I just lost my way. And most likely that's the point. So I'm in it right now. I'm like, listen, I just had a dream. It was 15 minutes. It don't take that long. When you're relaxed and your body is in tune, with yourself, then you're able to, when you lay down, all that stuff is exerted, right? You feel it, you mind it, meaning that it's you can picture it in your head, and it works for you. You're alive. I'm just saying you're in sync. And that's the good feeling about what happened to me yesterday. Wonderful feeling. I'm looking at it like this. The other day I was walking down here and I was looking directly into the sun. I was walking this way. I'll show you. I was walking from that way, from this way to this way. And there you see the sun, the great sun. You see him? Right? I was looking directly into the sun. And guess what I saw? A black hole. I kid you not. So that sun, black hole, that song, Black Hole Sun, entered my mind, and that's exactly what I saw. A black hole with a ring around it. To me, it was amazing. I was like, whoa. So I've been these last couple of days, weeks, months, going through a super, super, super mental and spiritual transition. Absolutely incredible. For me, mind-blowing. At moments, extremely scary. Sometimes even, I'm talking about death-defying scary, right? Like fighting with demons that they, that you, and these demons aren't, what you think, what I think, what I thought, this is me fighting me. So those demons inside all have to do with the way I was eating, the way I was living, my energy that I choose to have around me, my own particular energy as I was trying to, pull myself together, in that sense. So it all came to fruition in that moment, or these moments that I've had, when I went to bed, when I took a nap, it was coming out of my subconscious, and so I don't know if I told you guys, like the other night, it was probably like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, maybe like 2:30 or 3 o'clock. Man, I woke up. I was in a battle with this black shaded character. It was insane. We were literally fighting, But sometimes, usually when these things attack me, they attack me from behind. Like there's no confrontation. Like they'll grab me from the back and put me in a chokehold. Literally, I'm telling you, literally, it was a dark demon, all dark. It was a female. She was super strong. Like her essence was a female. I could feel that it was a female. She was super strong. She was choking me from, and like I said, they usually try to attack me from behind. They never do. There's no frontal. I don't know what I would do, but I know I'm beefing. I know you got problems now. But anyway, let me not talk about that. I don't need to talk about that. Maybe I do. I don't know. But yesterday, so I lied down. The sun was hitting me. I fell into a super, 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 super deep sleep. It was so super deep. Hello, hi, hello. This sleep was so super deep that I astral planed. Hear me on this. Hear me what I'm saying. I slept so deep that I astral planed. This is the third time in my life that I astral planed. It wasn't on purpose in the beginning, but then I took control. Yeah, like because I was basking in the sun. I was sleeping with my shade open, and the sun was hitting me. Straight, the sun was hitting me. Bam, right on my face. Felt real super good. Felt wonderful. Then I just fell asleep. Just like that. And again, I haven't been sleeping. And possibly this could be, because I haven't been sleeping. I mean, I've been sleeping, say 6 to 7 hours a day, right? My circadian rhythm is off definitely because I'm not sleeping in the evening. Once I get off of work, which is, maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock p.m., right, I go straight to bed. I don't go to, I go straight to bed. Then I wake up like about 8 or 9, in the evening. And then I'm up. I'll stay up till about, so I'm saying 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I wake up about 10, maybe 8. Then I'll do something or whatever. I'll read something real quick or watch a video or post my schedule for the following days. A live stream, maybe that. And then I'll fall asleep again, and I'll wake up about 2 or 3. So yeah, I've been losing sleep, absolutely. But things have been going on. Things have been in my mind and in my heart, my body, but mostly in my psyche, right? I've been having, my ears been ringing. I've been having a lot of magnetic pulls, right? Magnetic and spiritual pulls. So I think this all culminated yesterday. So yesterday I'm lying there, and my body raised. I can feel my spirit raise up out of my body, and I was literally, listen to me. I knew I would. Then I saw it happening. I didn't turn around to look because I already knew. I already knew what was going on because I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So I'm like, wait a minute. And then not as soon as, it didn't take that long. I mean, there's no time in that space, right? Not like here. There's no constructed time. I did have my alarm clock on, so it was going to wake me up at the time that I needed to wake up. So I was a little bit aware of that. So if you're aware of that, your relaxation is not at such a deep level where this can happen to you. Oh, hold on. It was just jamming over there. It's too nice today. Too nice. Wow. So like I was saying, that's exactly what happened. So I can feel my body rise, my spirit rise out of my body, right? And my body was so warm from the sun that my entire view was white and warm. So I'm saying that, I'm saying, wait a minute. And then I wasn't surprised. I was just like, okay, I'm doing it. And there's been times when I've done that and I've attempted to detach myself from my body, and you can't do it. I couldn't do it. I tried, believe me. And in this instant, I was like, it was calm, it was warm, it was super bright. And then I just noticed, I was like, I'm floating over my body. And it wasn't, how people tell you that they turned around. Hey there, wake up, wake up. You already know I'm the Cosmic. How's it going? So I'm gonna take a seat for a moment. And I hope that you all are having a great day with you and yours, or yours and yous, whoever. So this is what's going on. So yeah, that's what happened when I realized that I was there, and it was amazing. It was like I was in some really deep warmth, and it was comforting, and um, it was kind of like just telling me like this is where I've always wanted to be in that sense, in that zone. It felt like a zone. It felt like a really beautiful place to be. It was beautiful. I felt great. It was warm. It was it was just amazing. It was amazing. What I've been trying to do is in my own, with myself, is to try to put myself together as a one, right? Without distractions, without and it happens. It happens every day. I'm not saying, listen, I'm here with you guys. We're here. We here. We ain't nowhere else. We ain't on a different. We here. We all dealing with this stuff that's going on. But this was yesterday. When I was in that space and time, and I was in that moment, it was amazing. It was so warm. I was extremely happy, and so I tried to pull away. I tried to pull away from my. They call it a silver cord. Silver cord. That's what it's called. But you can't do it because your body's. It's not your time. The contract with that is not up. You can't. you don't have the will to separate yourself from your body unless you do something that, first of all, is harmful and not, not suggested by the universe. You gotta let your life live no matter what. You gotta live it, right? No matter what. So I'm there and I'm like, man, this is wonderful. I'm like, and I got this deep, warm feeling in my body, in my soul, in my spirit. I'm like, it was like the best comforter that you could have in your entire life. And I think that was the best moment that I had in my entire life, that I'll never forget that one. Like just like all the others. But this one wasn't as dark. This one, there was no darkness involved in this one. There was no feeling of despair. There was no running from anything. I was completely happy. And I wanted to stay, man. I literally was like, there's a word, it's called desvincular, right? It's called to disconnect. There it is, disconnect. I was trying to disconnect, man, but Father, Yahweh's not, but I suppose at that time he was showing me, this is it. This is what it can be yours, right? This calm, beautiful, warm sensation that you're feeling right now and then what I did is I controlled myself and I said, I know where I'm at. I'm astral planing. This is what I said. Listen, wake up. Now, when those things happen in your life, right? Whether they be good, whether they be bad, right? You got to be connected. You got to be able to discern it. You got to be in that battle, because there is a battle for your soul, right? Believe me when I tell you, I know, right? And then when either side has you, hello, hi. When either side has you, they'll let you be. They'll test you, but they don't need to battle for you. They don't need to battle for you no more. Do you understand? You don't need to be recruited anymore. Either you're going to like being in that dark place, being with those evil entities, being with those evil intentions, doing evil things, or you're not. Either or. You can't do both. I tried. Because I was thinking, listen, I already know how, there's people who try to make deals. Let me do this and I'm going to do this. Yeah, you can't. There's no deals. Trees and animals don't make deals. It's already set. You have the will to pick, and you better pick right. But anyway, so I was there. I'm astral planing, my friend. I wasn't upright. I was still lying down. In my sense of understanding what lying down is at that point in time where I'm at, right? And remember, so what can I do? I'm sitting there, it's lunchtime now. This is what brought me back. The lunch bell, it didn't even take that long. This kind of stuff, believe me, if you sit and you meditate and you get into that state, it could take like 2-3 minutes, depending on how connected you are with your soul, with your spirit, with everything within you. And I was there at one point. I was there when I used to meditate, and I missed that because when awake, I was using what I learned in my meditation. I let everything go. I used to let everything, bills, family, mother, sister, wife, money, car, everything, just drop it in a bomb, boom, let it all go. Come back and feel super relieved. Take me about 5 minutes, not even. Less than 2 minutes. When you do it consistently now, I haven't been doing it consistently. I've been saying do it, but I haven't been doing it. So that you don't need to explain it, right? The experience that you had is a self-experience. However, what I would like to do is to say to others that there's something more than what you are doing right now in your time and space, right? Paying your bills, working, taking the kids to school. Once you become that connection to Yahweh, which is yourself, there's nothing better than that. There's nothing better than that. No gold, no silver, no cars, no women, no, nothing. There's nothing better than that. There's nothing better than that. Right now we're studying, the Bible. We'll be studying other books soon to come. But I went to the library today. Wow. I love the library. That's one place on planet Earth that if I can go almost every day, I would. It's a beautiful place. It was 2 floors. So the second floor had the nonfiction section, and then downstairs they had the children's museum, and children's room so they can watch and all that stuff, all the kiddie stuff, which is cool. But they had an upstairs, which was nice, pretty big. Right now, libraries have like these little conference rooms that you can utilize for whatever time you assign it to yourself for, like an hour or whatever, which is pretty neat. You can go in there and read and study, whatever. So it was pretty nice. That was pretty cool. So I went over there today to do some stuff. Listen, since I was a kid, I loved going to the library. Library was one of my favorite places to go, other than the basketball court. If I wasn't on the basketball court, I was in the library. Either or. Always had a book on me. Some very interesting books that I've seen, about what I'm currently reading, like that section of knowledge. Of course, there's others that I'm interested in as well, but I'm in it to win it. So today was great. Yesterday was greater, and the more you go, the more you grow. I don't use different words for things that happen to me right now. I'm training myself. However, if I don't do that, top of the world, baby. Top of the world. Been to the bottom, man. Believe that. This is my backyard. Top of the world, baby. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for many things. But what I'm really grateful for is being given the chance to talk about my experiences. Hola, buenos días, ¿cómo están? Dios los bendiga. Gracias. Amen. So, and being able to understand these things that had me trapped. Things that had me trapped, that have all my other people trapped. But then again, I can't be concerned with them, I can't be concerned with others who were trapped in the place where I was trapped. And I'm talking about this. Only you can take you out of that trap. You can only feed, that freedom and then liberate yourself. You can't liberate a group of people because people have different interests. People are infected by different types of parasites that have different, they need to feed differently, they need to eat differently. So it's a noble cause for you to attempt to get someone to follow, the way of something that you think that's good for them. But what's good for you is not good for everybody else, right? If there's these movies that I watch that I put online on the link yesterday or this morning, that had to deal with, if you look at the tribals, like the tribes back in the days, we have a tribe, but we have been so, speckled with other people's bloodlines that we don't have that anymore. We're lost in the sauce, right? In terms of, being able to have, if I have my own tribe, listen, this is who you are, this is what you're gonna do, and if you step out of that, that's fine, but we still got to be together. We still, now, in that sense of the word, absolutely and definitely, you can have a society that's built with your tribe, right? With your rules, and then they carry on the tradition, and then they carry on the laws. That's how it's supposed to be. But those two movies that I put in the link this morning, peep that. More music. I just passed one of the restaurants out here. They were blasting music, so I gotta mute my audio every time I pass one of these places. I don't want to get struck by lightning. Listen, for me, it's summer every day. Summer every day, and I love it. We had a cold. Definitely like last week in the evening it's pretty cold. But feel me, ain't nothing like it, man. Ain't nothing like it. For me, I love living in this place. This place is amazing. For motorcycle riding, it's nice too. And they got some roads out, some back road, like they call them country roads. Hardly have any traffic, but you got to watch out. There's a country road. I think it's 33 out here. That's really busy with commercial trucks and businesses, and there's there's a lot of travel. So if you're on a motorcycle, you just got to be careful. If you're not, still got to be careful. It's a pretty busy way, but it's really long, really pretty. There's nothing there but people that that have their own homesteads. That's beautiful. I think that's the best way to live, is to have your own. Even though it's not really your own, especially out here, you got to pay taxes. Even if the land is quote unquote yours, it's not, because it could be taken at any time. So you're just renting it. It's just better for you, because you got something a little bit bigger. But don't mess around. Don't pay your land tax. Watch how fast they take what you think is yours. So, but anyway, thank you for the like. Hit that subscribe button. I'll be here. Tomorrow is not a day for me to be online talking about, spirituality. Tomorrow's a day of rest. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing video games. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. You bird? Yeah. Tomorrow's my relaxation day. I'm glad for being out here. I'm grateful for being able to talk to you, for being able to share my experiences. And if you have an experience such as that, and if you can, write it down, or better yet, if you have a phone, well, of course you have a phone. You can voice record it, of what you recall, how you felt, what was your reaction or your response thereafter. Who did you tell? Who did you tell? You know what happened? I told all you guys. So, but again, it's not the first time it happened to me. This time it was in a totally different sensation from being, because normally it was all in dark, and possibly there's a great possibility because I was laying down under the sun is why I had that sensation. I'm not negating that fact, right? But it was a good sensation. It was a good feeling. I enjoyed it. It was something that was, bound to be, for me anyway. Of course, it's just for me, bound to be visible in the way I carry my thoughts throughout my life now. At this point, from my experiences. Ooh, noise, right? And that's good, to live a life, to have experiences, to come to it. Listen, if there's a lot of my friends that, I lost a lot of friends in my childhood, right? I don't rock with anybody like that. You don't see me. You know how they see me with anybody. I got to turn the mic off because there's Christmas music, but I'll talk a little bit further on once the music fades out. Love you so much, Roll. Stay on. I'm going to show you some beautiful sights of the water so you can enjoy it, all right? Okay, I think the music is far away enough. Or can't really hear it. So listen, mind. Love your soul, not your role. Listen twice, speak once. Carry on, carry on. Thank you for joining. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will be up in the morning. Maybe, like I said, mañana I'm probably just gonna go ahead and play some video games. Whatever happens. If not, then I'll be relaxing. I bid you adieu. I hope you have a good rest of your day, that everything goes well. Love your soul, not your role. Listen to yourself. Listen to your so-called intuition. Yahweh loves you always. He will never stop loving you, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're going through. Rely on him, for he will always be there for you. So there you go. Thank you for joining. Have a good rest of your day. Get some relaxation. Don't work too hard. And take it easy. One love. See you next time.